Okay, so I'm excited. It's been a while. Right. Okay, first off, I'm just going to apologise if I'm a little bit rusty. I feel like I've not done a sit-down video. I've not filmed a sit-down video in what feels like a long time. I don't know if it has been a long time, but it feels like it's been a long time. So if I'm a little bit rusty, just allow me a little bit. Okay, anyway, today we are going to be trying and testing and talking about the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I know this isn't new, and I've heard stuff about it for a very long time, and I did get it a couple years ago, but I got the wrong shade and I never properly wore it because the shade was just so wrong. So I don't remember anything about it. All I know is so many people have raved about it and it's recently come back on my radar. So I thought I would do a first impressions and a wear test and just an overall review on this foundation. I'm so excited to wear this. You don't understand. I am so gassed. So I got this from Superdrug. As far as I know, it's available on Superdrug and Boots, but I think you can get it online at a few other places as well. But in person in the UK, that's where you can get it. So first, let's just talk a little bit about the brand and the product. So the brand is cruelty-free entirely, although I didn't say that. If you know my channel, you know I only use cruelty-free products on here. I'm an animal rights activist, so you know that you will always get that with me. So I've just pulled up the EX1 website and I'm looking at what it says about the foundation. So the brand is it was founded and it was made by an Asian woman. So essentially what I've heard about it is it's great for Asian skin tones because she's got the undertones right, and all of that without it going pink, without it going orange. That is apparently what is so incredible about this range, that for our kind of skin tone, it's perfect. So I'm very, very, very excited. So it says it is vegan, oil and fragrance free. We love that. Okay, made exclusively for olive skin tones for those who want to make their skin glow like a superstar, formulated with a unique pigment base to micro match olive tones ranging from very fair to deep tan. Okay, lightweight, luminous finish that is completely undetectable. Features encapsulated pigment technology to prevent the formula from oxidation when it comes into contact with the skin's natural oils. So it shouldn't oxidize over time. So it claims to not get darker as you wear it throughout the day, which is perfect. So it should be pretty true form. Okay, so that's what it says. That's the sort of summary on the foundation. So I have got the shade 5. I was literally in Superdrug with my mum and I was trying to decide between 5 and 6, and I was literally just holding it up to myself trying to work out what my shade could be because obviously no testers right now. So let's hope this is right. I think I've got it pretty good. So we'll see. Okay, now let's go. I'm gonna prime. So a lot has changed in my makeup routine since I last sat down and did a makeup video with you. So I'm just gonna say an updated makeup tutorial is coming. But lately I have been starting to use a primer. Before recently, I never really used primers. I just used my moisturiser, and my moisturiser was quite thick and tacky, so I would often just use that and then go straight in with foundation. But since mask culture is now a thing, I feel like I just need to pull out all the stops to make my makeup last longer from friction from the masks. So that's why I started looking into primers. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, which is this one over here. I've not used many primers, so I don't really feel like I'm qualified to sort of tell you my thoughts and compare it to other primers, but I'd heard good things, so that's why I sort of went out and got this one. So I'm just gonna put it sort of like all over my face as I normally would. Probably should have done this first and then started talking to you so that I can give it time to actually settle in, but apparently didn't want to do that. Okay, oh my god, why do I look so red? I look so pink. Okay, I'm gonna let that settle in. I don't know what that does. I don't know if that even makes a difference. Does that make a difference to a primer? If you do that, does that actually like, it doesn't really need to dry though, does it? I'm gonna let that settle in for a minute. Just to tell you what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using my Smashbox blurring foundation brush. The A30, I think that's what this says. A30. This one over here, this is what I've been using lately. So I don't really use a beauty blender for my foundation. I've not done that in a very long time, so I'm not going to be testing it with a sponge because I wanna be able to compare it to my usual routine, you know, so I don't want to change anything up. All right, let's get going, Okay, so I'm just going to shake it and I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand. I have no idea how much we're going to need. So we'll start off small and we will gradually build it up. Just going to put a little bit there to start with. Do you know what? I don't remember the last time I used a foundation straight without mixing it because I feel like I always mix. So this is going to be different. Okay, I don't know how I feel yet. The colour's good though. From what I can see, the colour looks like a really good match. I feel like I'm going to need quite a bit more. Do you know what? I might apply it straight. I don't really like wearing too much foundation though. I like, because I go in with quite a bit of concealer and, you know, all the other things. Why is it so loud outside? Yeah, because I go in with quite a bit elsewhere. I don't like my base to be too heavy, you know? Okay, so the consistency of it is actually quite, I don't want to say thick, but it's not very runny. Like the viscosity of it, it's not that runny, which isn't a good or a bad thing. It's just sort of noticed. I feel like in future I might like to sort of mix it with something which is maybe a little bit runnier. I don't know, just my preference with the consistency. Not that, again, I don't want to use the word thick, but it is, it does hold its shape. So I feel like in terms of spreading it across the face, I wish it was a little bit runnier. The colour looks gorgeous. I hope that you can sort of see that. It doesn't look orangey, it doesn't look pinky. My face does have a little bit of a glow. I don't know if I would call it luminous though. I don't know if I would sort of label it that. It's not blown me away so far, just like this. The colour, don't get me wrong, the undertones, the colour match, I would say, for if you've got like my kind of skin tone, if you've got like an Asian skin tone, I would say that this is really got the undertone really nice, like really, really nicely. But the finish, it defo covers, and you could easily build this up more. I would say I've probably done one even layer of the foundation, but I don't know, I would expect it to be a little bit more sort of blurring. I know it doesn't claim to blur, but for a foundation I would expect it to be a little bit more blurring. I don't know, this is just foundation, though I've not obviously done anything on top, but let me sort of zoom you in a little bit so you can see. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Could even zoom you in a little bit more. So what is nice is it still looks like skin. So if you want it to still look like skin, but still cover, I would say it's full coverage, but it doesn't look like it's completely fake, you know, like I've got a mask on it. It doesn't give that kind of vibe at all. Sorry, the lighting is sort of fluctuating quite a bit. Let me zoom you back out. So far so good. So far so good. I'm being really, really, really picky, by the way. Like, very picky. Let's also bear in mind that this is like, what, £12.50? Something like that. The foundation is very, very affordable. But I have very high expectations for this because I've heard so many things about it, which probably is a bit unfair, but yeah, I have high expectations. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish my makeup. I'm going to do my full face, and then I'm going to come back and I'll let you know how I feel it sort of worked with the rest of my face. So here we go. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have finished my makeup. I won't lie to you, I did get a little bit distracted with TikTok. It happens to the best of us. So it's been, I maybe finished my makeup like an hour ago. I think that's probably fair. Oh my god, I got lip liner on my face. It's probably not good when I'm about to demonstrate the foundation. A bit peak. Anyway, this is the finished look. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my initial thoughts, right? So the colour match is insane. Like, I love it. I've gone in different lights, I've had a look, and it really, really, really matches. I don't think I've ever had a foundation which has matched the undertone of my skin this perfectly. Easy, easy. Now, my makeup all sat nicely with the foundation, but I just wouldn't say that the finish blew me away. Does that make sense? I don't actually have anything bad to say about it, but it's also nothing where I'd be like, oh my god, it's so smoothing, or it's so this, it's so that. Like, I don't really have anything like that to say, but it covered what it needed to cover. I still don't know if I would call it luminous. I wouldn't call it luminous. I don't know what finish I would sort of call it. I guess it's just skin-like, in my opinion. But I like it, and I'm happy with it. If it stays looking like this, I will be so happy, and it will probably be my new go-to, if that means anything to you. And do you know what? Considering this is like a high street brand, technically, based on the price bracket that it falls into, I am very, very impressed. Especially if you have Asian skin tone, I feel like it's one that you're just going to need to have in your collection. I am going to probably try and play around with it and mix it with other like foundations that I have, which are like my favourites. Like, I'll probably try and mix it with the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation and a few others. But so far, I really like it. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see a little bit closer. So this is how it looks. I mean, I've not got oily or anything in the hour since I've done my makeup. Like, it looks the same so far, so I mean, that's a good sign. But I do really like the way it looks. I just hope that it stays looking like this. So I'm going to come and check in with you guys a little bit later in the day. It's currently 3:05, so it's 3 o'clock. I am going out later, but masks and everything, so I don't expect it to look like this when I come back. Nonetheless, I will come back and I will give you my final thoughts on longevity, etc. So to be continued, I guess, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so just going to start by stating the obvious. I look different because I changed my lip and my clothes. I'm about to go out. I was going to come in and check in with you guys when I came back, but plans changed, so it's a bit later now. So it's currently 7:20, so it's been a good like 4 and a bit hours since I've seen you. I have literally just changed the lip. Like, I've not touched anything so I can show you. And you know what? I know it's only been like 4 hours, but it has held up so well. Let me zoom you in so you can see. So my natural oils have come through a little bit more, which I like. I needed that because I did put quite a significant amount of powder on, so I'm not mad at that. But it still looks like pretty much how it looked when I put it on. If not, maybe a little bit better. So I actually have nothing to complain about. I'm looking at it, I'm trying to find something to say that's negative, but I can't. It's not made me like oily, like not a bad amount of oily, just like my natural oils have come in, as I said, but that's what happens to me with every foundation anyway. So yeah, doesn't look bad. If you know, anything changes and in the next few hours it goes horribly wrong, then I will insert a clip or I will find a way of telling you so you know. But to be honest, I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. Like, very impressed, considering how much it is as well. It's so affordable. The colour range, I still cannot get over the accuracy in the shade. Like, the shade match is just so perfect. So I would definitely say it's worth getting. In general, I'm really happy with it. So it's a yes from me. So I'm going to end this video here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was useful. I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Stay positive, stay smiling, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye guys.